No, 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 no. $215,635 with an asterisk. Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. Hello, everybody. My name is Eddie, and today on Talk Daily, we're gonna be talking about Nissan, and man, boy, oh boy, are Nissan being a little bit silly. Now, okay, so I'm getting my information from NissanUSA.com. Your neck of the woods might be different, but regardless, if you go to Nissan.com and you select on the sport cars, you find the GTR. Now, why am I talking about the GTR? I love the GTR. I love the R32, R33, R34, etc. Well, R33 is not my favorite, but regardless, that was a car meet and meeting friends and whatnot. And one of the homies, I got a GTR, so I was like, we're chit chatting, we're talking, and he goes, the Nismo one costs like 250. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, it's like 100. If you don't know about a GTR, when initially Nissan released it, what was it, like in 08, 06, I don't remember. It's been years. I'm old. Regardless, the thing is going to be like 60,000, 70,000, and then of course the price just kept going up and up and up. It is what it is. Regardless, is now it's 113,540. So I was like, all right, where do you get the 200,000 from? Well, if you go to build it, but I mean, mind you, it's starting at 113,000. But if you build it, it's the Nismo one. This beauty, I think it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's such a GTR is the expensive one. The GTR Nismo, that is. I'm not saying 113 is not expensive, but whatever. Again, it's all relevant to how much you got finance. So, uh, man, I honestly, when I saw it, I was laughing. I was just like, what? I mean, look, you don't, I can't get over it. If you look at the GTR, 212,000, what? The original one is 113, okay? The standard, I mean, if there's such thing as a standard, the Nismo, over $100,000 more. What? I mean, what, all right, just think about it for 2 seconds. To get the Nismo badge, you're paying over $100,000. Now, if you look at the stock, the standard configuration, you get this interior, which is my opinion getting dated, but regardless, you buy the GTR because you love its performance, you love the brand, etc. Estimate payment. I'm not estimating payment. This is silly. What estimate payment? No, anyway, but if you look at it and let's say build and price, and just oh, good lord. Let's look at the standard. So, solid red. What? That's all you get? They gotta be other colors, but I mean, it looks really sharp in red. Honestly, I don't have any issues with red. So, what other colors do we have? We have blue for $1,000 extra. Premium interior package. Okay, sure, whatever. I think blue really suits it really well. That's the color I really like. So, but regardless, you have red, you have blue, you have black, you have silver, and you have the white, which looks nice too. Again, white. I really think it's a pretty car. If you look at it from all angles, it's a pretty car. Again, the silver, there's nothing wrong with it. Regardless, let's just go with. Okay, let's get the most expensive one. Okay, it's not our money. F it. Let's do it. 118,435. That's with the silver blue. Oh, look at the titanium tips on the exhaust. Let's look at the interior. Of course, it's no manual on the GTR, which it is what it is. I think it's irrelevant. You're not gonna be honestly outperforming this transmission box. Long gone the days when if you launch it too much, you break the transmission. Those are like the earlier generation. That problem has been taken care of. This car is really fantastic. They updated a little bit, of course, the infotainment over here, but it still kind of shows its age. If you look at this as a comparison to a lot of sport cars you can get from 2023, you see the infotainment system is obviously out of date. It doesn't have the big touch screen. That's something Nissan definitely is going to address in the next release of the GTR. Will most likely 100%. Well, I would say 99%. So the words don't bite me. It's going to be some kind of a hybrid combination. There'll be some electrical motors, etc. So let's see. Let's go next to package. Um, Premium interior package. Basically, get leather. We're gonna add it just because. Hey, why not? So let's look at the interior with the leather package. Does it show? It's probably different leather, different color, but accessories. And we're gonna let's see. Interior miscellaneous carpet floor mat. Yes, we need that with the USB. MSRP 480, fairly reasonable. Again, in the end of the day, this is a Datsun. This is a Nissan. Okay, so it's still gonna be reasonable. The accessories on it. It's not like a BMW. Chrome jack with GTR logo. Ooh, ooh, yes. What is that? It has a yes. I want it. You know how how many times I used that scissor jack when I was young, when I had flat and I had to change things and fix control arms and whatnot. Quick little safety note if you don't know about the scissor jack, it's extremely unstable. This is not really, you do not get under your vehicle with this scissor jack. And I've seen so many people, I think they're dumb, to be honest with you, who use this as like a primary jack and they go underneath the car. You should not be underneath the car because the scissor jack, you can literally tilt the car over. Like you just push it and the whole scissor jack would just fall, would tilt and the car will fall on you. And it's catastrophic. So this is literally just to change a spare tire. And the way I do it, I know I'm going off on the subject here, but what I usually do is I take the spare tire, I put it underneath, and I jack it up, and I use the spare tire. Even if the car collapses, if it at least falls on the spare tire, that way I can still jack it up again instead of falling on the rotor. And then at that point, you're out of luck. You should out of luck. So excuse me. So anyways, moving forward. Yes, I will add that. Yes, I accept it. Yes, 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 yes. Emergency roadside kit, $66. It's cheaper than from Costco. Add jack rod. Of course, you need a jack rod. That's what you use it tilt. Seat belt extension. Are you calling me heavy? Is that what you need? Extra breathing room. Okay. Um. You can always get that later. It's not really something standard toolkit. Oh, please somebody says GT. Oh, yes, it's GTR on it from Snap On. Yes, I am not sure what are you gonna accomplish with these, but yes, 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 yes. And it's Snap On. It's quality. Snap On makes amazing. A lot of my tools are Snap. I wish a lot of my tools are Snap On. I have a lot of Craftsman, and then I have Harbor Freight because it is what it is. I have few Snap On, but the ones I have, I mean, this machining is amazing. You put the snap-on tool like on the bolt and it just locks on. There's no wiggle. You don't strip anything. They're fantastic. So I have a lot of wrenches of snap-on. Um, yeah, and some sockets. I wish I had more, but ratchet. Oof, they have amazing ratchet. Like you just tilt it a little bit and clicks. You don't have to go like a large angle. Anyways, I digress. Technology. Yes, ticky. A USB charging cable set. What you mean? You want $75 for that? No. Okay, that was getting stupid. It doesn't have GTR on it. Exterior miss, nothing. Okay, so next the summary. Let's see the total, what we've built, most expensive color, whatnot. 123,000. They want my information. No. 123,568. Now that's the way we built it, and of course, it depends on your dealer, whatnot. If you find it in this configuration, regardless, 128. So $100,000 more for the NISMO GTR. So let us resume the configuration. Now, mind you, I think it looks fantastic. Let's look at the colors. Solid red. As you notice, the difference, well, not really much difference. Super Silver Quad Coat. Ooh, that's pretty. It really is pretty. I love the little accent. Obviously, it has a lot of arrow kits on it. Let's like done. So let's compare it. Ooh, I mean, I like it. Of course, it's Nismo. Why would you not love Nismo? I love Nismo. My 240, if you don't know, back in my day, my 240 when I had SR20 DT in it, and I did all the stuff. I had some Nismo component in my car, and they did make a difference. Nismo really is the tuning arm of Nissan, so it's not everything cosmetic. Okay, so the interior is different. Also, you see the suede everywhere. The suede, a lot of suede. And the steering wheel is a little bit different. The knob right here is different. You got Nismo everywhere. I don't know if that's real carbon fiber or the plastic carbon fiber. Let's just presume it's carbon fiber. Suede everywhere. The seats are stitched differently. Again, the interior, you have side curtain airbag, of course. Bose sound. So let me compare to this. What do you get? That's the standard one, okay? You still have the carbon fiber thingy. You don't have suede. You have Bose. Yo, man. What's up? I mean, the suede, you can pay someone to do the suede for like, I don't know, a couple of $100. You can get suede all over your car, so I'm not sure. Okay. Nismo black leather red synthetic suede. Of course, it's again, if you're doing collectors, nothing beats getting it from manufacturer with Nismo and the number on it and the serial number. So if you're a collector, you will pay that price. I'm just curious to see what the heck, the $100,000 more. So I'm just giving money away for Nissan. Premium floor mats, carbon fiber inserts, $1,000. Okay. I don't know if you can get those floor mats from Nissan directly. Maybe you can. I'll check it next time I go to the dealership. I'll ask them, can I get it? Technology, safety, and comfort. Let's add the same thing. Let's add the jack. Yes, except I can't believe the jack rod is separate. Oh my god. Standard toolkit. What the 760? Was it 760, the original one? Okay, I think I collect yes without even checking, but packages. I'm just curious because I did select it. Accessories. Yeah, it was the same price. Okay. So they don't change it. The belt extension, we don't need it. We're gonna add the road kit. And done. Okay. Accessories. Summary. You're almost done. So, can you please explain to me what I'm paying extra for? Exterior, interior. Okay, so key feature: Nismo Tune 3.0 liter twin charger V6. Nismo Tune suspension, Nismo aerodynamic body design, Nismo Recaro leather appointed front seats. So you get the carbon ceramic. So the Nismo Tune 3.0. I mean, look, connecting rod, piston, blueprinting an engine, tuning it. It's not gonna be 100,000. They don't even tell you the horsepower. Like, what is the horsepower? What is this? There's not even like any information. Am I missing something here? Are they not telling me any more information? They're just telling you it's Nismo tuned. So how much horsepower are we making? Because according to GTR, Nissan website, they don't boast about any more number. They usually what a website would do, car manufacturer would do is they would give you the highest number, and there would be an asterisk and saying that highest number would belong to the more expensive car. But in this case, 565 horsepower, 467. So I'm paying $100,000 more. What's going on here? They're not even talking about the engine. I mean, I'm expecting so much technical data. That's the reason you buy this car, right? Okay, specs. Let's go to specs. All right, so let's compare them to the Nismo. And, all right, so we're comparing the Nismo GTR to the premium GTR. So, option, let's compare. So here we go. The difference. Both have the same displacement. Ateza ETS all-wheel drive was not even mentioned. Of course, the Nismo has an Ateza all-wheel drive. But the Nismo, what it got is a Nismo Tune 3.0 liter twin turbo V6, Nissan Brembo carbon ceramic braking system, Nismo Tune suspension, Nismo aerodynamic body design, Nismo Recaro seats. The premium GTR has 3.0 liter twin turbo charged V6, which is still handmade, mind you. Okay, that's still like that chamber that has like no dust goes in there. You have your little Takumi guy, Takumi, your professional builder working it, putting his badge on. It's kind of like AMG. You get that's an ETS all-wheel drive. That system been around since the R32. Is basically a smart system where it delivers power where you need it the most. Can go from, can get a lot of the torque to the front wheel to get you out of trouble. And so that system obviously standard. They don't mention it here. 20-inch raised forged alloy wheels. Again, raised makes it also for the Nismo. Nissan Brembo braking system. It's not ceramic. Bilstein Dramptronic suspension system. It's not the Nismo one, but Bilstein is still fantastic design. So let's look at the engine. What is not available? What are we looking at? 3.0 liter twin valve. Okay, so let's look at the horsepower. So the Nismo makes a little bit more horsepower, makes 600 horsepower and 481 foot-pound of torque. That's it. I'm sorry. So 600, 600, 600. Original one of 565. So to get a 40 horsepower, you're paying $100,000 more. Come on, that's a fucking joke. That's a joke. This car's not. That's a joke. Nissan is just. That's a joke. The torque goes up to 481. 481 from 467. You want $100,000 more for that. 40 horsepower, something like 20 torque, and Recaro seat and suede and body kit. 100,000? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Look, again, if you're a collector, of course you're gonna get it. If you're a car enthusiast, I cannot make a case for the Nismo. I say, dude, you don't need it. You can slow. I mean, I don't think Nissan will sell you the body kit, the Nismo body kit, because I remember with the Z, if you went to the dealership, they didn't have the Nismo component, but I'm pretty sure they will eventually have them at some point. Okay, because I would imagine this car will come. They got a replacement part for the Nismo, right? So body shops will be able to get them. Um, yeah, it's exact same thing. It has the same ignition system. It has the come on. Yeah, Iridium tip spark. It's the same engine. Come on. No, I cannot make a case for it. I'm sorry. I cannot make a case for it. Mechanical drivetrain, let's see. It's standard. The same driving. The brakes, you have the ceramic, but to be honest with you, you really need them. They're larger. I mean, they're 16.14 compared to 15.3, so you get almost 1 inch larger um, caliper. I mean, no, hold on. They should be the same. Super rigid, 6%. So you get monoblock calipers. So what you get is, again, for 100,000, no, yeah, 100K. Um, no, I, I don't think so. I really don't think so. But they have the same electronic brake force distribution, the same anti-lock braking system. All you're getting is just super rigid 6% front, 4% rear monoblock calipers with race inspired 3-point radial mounting. Um, if you want to go racing, to be honest with you, from my experience, the first thing you do, you throw away your brake calipers from the car that comes with. I don't know, unless you have maybe these or some high end car. Usually, your brake calipers will eventually get shot. It's just what brakes do. They get really hot, seals go bad, and you need the most clamping force and different brake pads. So again, I'm not saying the Nismo it doesn't come with quality parts. I'm just saying the Nismo is extremely expensive for what you're getting. It is extremely expensive. It's $100,000 more. I mean, what? It's double the price for what? Are you kidding me? I mean, a hundred and I mean, I built this one. We walked out of the door. Well, what? 123,000. That's not cheap, y'all. It's not cheap. 120,000. That's not even. I don't even say the word reasonable because if you want to have fun with a car, you just want to drive around and have a great time and slide around and take it to the track. Get an FRS and BRZ. Get a Miata. Those things you trash them, flip, and God forbid you flip, ever roll cage, but you walk out of it. Oh well, I lost 30,000. 123,000. That's you know yeah, we're getting to 911 category now. I mean, 911 is still more expensive, okay? 911 is 160, and you can build the 911 to easy 200, okay? And I'm not saying that, people compare this to 911 and this whatnot. No, I don't, because at the end of the day, do you like the GTR? Do you like Nissan or you don't? I personally love GTR. And if I can get the GTR for $100,000, 100 and more than $100,000 less, yeah, well, I feel happier 123,000 than I mean shoot how much this was at the end of the day, 218,000. I'm sorry, I just can't stop. Uh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nissan? How could you? I mean, I understand if you do it $50,000 more. Oh, okay, all right. Personally, I wouldn't pay more. I mean, I understand the carbon ceramic brakes are like. I know the Audis were like 20,000 for an. The R8 was like 20,000. I understand ceramic brakes are expensive. Recaro states, 3Gs, 6Gs, 10Gs, 6Gs each, whatnot. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you break it down, the prices are expensive because it's just a GTR, but 100? And you, I mean, come on, do something about the power. Do something, give us like 100, 200 horsepower more. I mean, make it where it's, I mean, I do understand you can be down on these engines, okay? You can drive it back and forth. And it's, I do not have any data to justify what I'm saying right now, but I don't think even a GTR engine will be, if you compare it to a 911 engine, 911 engine have like the racing cycles. I don't know if this GTR engine will match it, meaning that you can just race the bejesus out of it, and the lifespan when eventually it will like fail. Because the 911 engines, you do know they race them a lot. You could literally find a data of a brand new engine, and of course probably broken in, excuse me. And as you race it, you can tell like, okay, after 500 laps, okay, the piston ring will go out, whatnot. I don't believe, if I might be wrong, correct me. I don't believe the GTR engine has that data for the Nismo spec. So I'm not saying it's not blueprinted, but I still believe that aftermarket will surpass, because aftermarket is not restricted to what Nismo is restricted to. Meaning, I'm not saying that Nismo cannot make this engine make 1,000 horsepower. It's just that Nismo got to make this engine make 600 horsepower and yet still meet emission and crash standards and reliability and maintenance, where an aftermarket modification doesn't worry about all that, right? All they got to do is just put a little claw, when you buy the product saying off-road, for off-road use only. Yeah, sure. That piston and connecting rod is off-road use only, sir. But so anyway, I understand. I totally understand the difference. Okay, but 100,000, I cannot make a case for it. I'm unable to make a case for it. I can't. It's just almost, it's a joke. And yeah, no. Again, the okay. So you get the front. It goes from 9.5 to 10. Okay. So the rays that you get, the Nismo black rays that again. I'm not. I don't know if you can get these, but you probably can get rays exactly the same size. But they might only make it for the Nismo. But anyway, it's just a little bit wider. You get a little bit wider wheels. As far as tires, you get 255, 40, 20 in the front and 285 in the rear. Exactly the same. The only difference that is you get a point 0.5 extra with the Nismo one. Chassis, body bonding to key spot weld. Ooh, so the chassis is welded. That's fantastic. That gives you more rigidity. Um, the GTR is stupid stiff, so I'm not sure you're gonna notice that. But it, if you never driven a GTR, it's fantastic. It's one of the truly the first car I drove where I realized that it's game over, like done. There's no point in modding cars. It's like game over. Just get a car that's already done. The GTR is one of those cars when first I was a passenger in it, and I remember my feet couldn't touch the floor of the car when the guy took off. Well, that's just before Tesla, before all that, and I was an eye opening. Tesla, of course, accelerated quite rapidly, but that's two different things. Well, an electric, this is a gasoline engine, and boy, did it handle. And it really relieves a lot of the driving manual. I don't say the word labor, but manual technique. It relieves a lot of it, so the driver can focus literally just on getting that racing line perfect. And this is one of those cars that would really justify the fact it didn't have a manual, because uh, when I was in streets of Willow, I was with an instructor and he's driving and I'm sitting, and I was struck in awe at how quick it was. Now, I'm pretty sure other cars, modified race cars, that probably can achieve the same thing this car does. But remember, this is just a daily. You can drive this car every day. You can take it on the track and go home. and it's really forgiving. So it's a fantastic car. It really is. But to be honest with you, in conclusion, although the Nismo looks spot on, it looks gorgeous. I cannot, for the life of me, recommend this car. Unless you're a collector and you're gonna get this put on a vault somewhere and wait 10, 20 years and release it, or 10 years and resell it and make, a couple of years later and make some money off of it. Uh, or you Nismo die hard where an 100,000 extra doesn't really bother you. Uh, uh, Beside that, no, I'll get this one. Thank you very much. There's so many aftermarket bodies. There's so much aftermarket support for this car. If you want it to look like this, or there's some really fantastic body kits out there, so you could really configure the way you want it. Because that's why the engine, you could also tune it to make that a 50 horsepower. It's easy on this car. Easy, easy, easy. It's not cheap, but it's not $100,000. Okay. And with the modification to this car void warranty, some things don't really, some things really don't void. Not everything you do to your engine will void warranty. So check what you're getting, check the products that you're getting, and make sure you get it done at a reasonable place. Someone who knows what they're doing. Obviously, tuning, that's very crucial. So, anyways, but regardless, this has been my point of view on this Nissan GTR. And remember, this is an old car. It's old. I know Nissan is going to, just like how Toyota's right now. Toyota been going through some restructuring. Nissan is doing the same. If you ever get the chance to go to Yokohama and check out the Nissan headquarters, you notice that they're evolving. Nissan is definitely evolving, and they have something in the works for the GTR for sure. Uh, as I mentioned in the beginning, I hope I did. Is eventually I know for a fact, let's say 99.1%, I know that eventually this car would have some hybrid platform. The GTR is gonna come again, maybe fully electric. We'll see how this goes, but that's for sure. That's definitely the future of Nissan. The GTR, that is. So I don't know how long they're gonna keep making this, but I can imagine by 2025 we'll still have this car. That's just my guess. They might stop it and can figure out what they're gonna do, or they may be doing something on the side where it's gonna be fully electric. Regardless, it's gonna be fantastic. GTR is always an exciting car. Anyways, always I've been blabbing on for a minute now. So, anyways, everybody take care out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.